In 1975, a movie premiered in theaters that changed how people would go to movies and brought sharks from out of the shadows and into the light of public consciousness. The movie Jaws, the first summer blockbuster film that people went back to see again and again, it changed the way people went to movies and the movie industry forever. But the movie also had far-reaching effects. The movie Jaws brought worldwide attention to sharks, both exploitative and sensational, and raised awareness of these magnificent animals and laid the foundation for modern shark research.
Listen, could you tell me how I can find Chief Brody?
Who are you?
Matt Hooper. I'm from the Oceanographic Institute.
Historically, shark research was a minor field within the broader field of ichthyological research, which is the study of fishes. However, this changed after World War II, as stories of sailors and airmen stranded at sea were attacked by sharks. The most famous incident, the sinking of the USS Indianapolis, was recounted in the movie Jaws by Robert Shaw's character Quint, who survived despite many of his shipments being attacked by sharks.
Mr. Hooper, that's the USS Indianapolis.
You were on the Indianapolis?
After World War II, and for the next 40 years, shark research was funded primarily by the Office of Naval Research and consisted of studying shark attack and how to prevent it. This research culminated in the publication of a catalog to the sharks of the world in 1984, authored by Leonard Campagno, who had worked as a consultant on the original movie Jaws. However, as research funding receded from the Office of Naval Research, the field of modern shark research, focusing on shark ecology, life history, and taxonomy, was taking off. As a new generation of young researchers emerged in the 1980s, who sought to answer questions such as how many shark species are there? How old do they get? How many young do they have? And where do they go? The movie that brought both fear and fascination of sharks to the public also laid the groundwork for modern shark research, as the movie also inspired an entire generation of young shark researchers, known as the Jaws generation, that began their careers as grad students in the 1980s. When the movie Jaws came out, it was estimated that there were about 250 species of sharks, 350 ray species, and 29 ghost shark species. Since the movie came out, the numbers of shark, ray, and chimera species have more than doubled. Today, those numbers sit at around 550 shark species, 700 ray species, and 59 ghost shark species. Although there is increasing concern about the status of sharks globally, with as many as one-third being faced with the possibility of extinction, and with one species, the Java stingaree, having gone extinct, and two species, the lost shark and Red Sea torpedo, being potentially extinct. And now a fourth species, Ecuador's lost shark, also potentially having gone extinct. Just since 2005, the number of new shark species discovered has increased by 25%, with 1 in 4 species having been discovered in the past 20 years. The number of new shark species being discovered since 2005 is about an average of 10 new species per year, and species thought to have been lost but have been rediscovered in some cases after nearly 100 years. In Ecuadorian waters alone, a research expedition by the Schmidt Ocean Institute in 2023 rediscovered 3 species not seen in decades and observed 2 additional species new to the Galapagos Islands. And as important, at least 5 new species were discovered in Ecuadorian waters since 2023. The jaguar cat shark, Bytholurus giddingsi, was described in 2012 by Douglas Long, a frequent collaborator of mine, and Dr. John McCosker, one of my mentors. The jaguar cat shark is endemic to the Galapagos Islands. It is called the jaguar cat shark after the infamous jaguar shark from the movie The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou, due to the spotting pattern in both the fictitious and real sharks. The jaguar cat shark is also known as the Galapagos cat shark. Prior to my expedition to search for Ecuador's lost shark, I re-examined 2 ghost shark species I described with my graduate students and frequent collaborators Douglas Long and Dominic Didier. Described in 2006, the white-spotted ghost shark, Hydrolagus alphus, I described with former graduate student I trained at Moss Landing Marine Laboratories, Kim Caranta. The white-spotted ghost shark is one of two ghost shark species endemic to the Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos ghost shark, Hydrolagus mcoscari, also described in 2006 with another former student, Dr. Lewis Barnett. The Galapagos ghost shark is also endemic to the Galapagos Islands. The species was named after Dr. John McCosker, the former director of the Steinhardt Aquarium, and the person who collected them. The original type specimens for the jaguar cat shark, white-spotted ghost shark, and Galapagos ghost shark were collected in 1995 during a deep-sea submersible survey. These species were not seen again until 2023, when the Schmidt Ocean Institute research vessel encountered each of these during a survey of the Galapagos Islands. Two other ghost shark species from the 2023 Galapagos survey that were seen included the Pacific long-nosed spookfish, Rhinochimera pacifica. This species was described in 1895 from Japan and is distributed widely throughout the Pacific. It is most common off Japan, Russia, Taiwan, and the South China Sea to Australia and New Zealand, where it is most common. In the Eastern Pacific, it is only known from a few scattered records off Peru and Chile, and now for the first time, it's been recorded from the Galapagos Islands in 2023. The Eastern Pacific narrow-nosed spookfish, Harriotis curtis-jamesoni, described in 1925, the species was long considered to be the same as the Atlantic narrow-nosed spookfish, Harriota raleana. But in 2024, it was recognized to be distinct from it and the species name was resurrected. The species is also known to range from Southern California to Peru, but was found for the first time in the Galapagos Islands in 2023. The most exciting discovery, however, during the Schmidt Ocean Institute research cruise in 2023 was 5 new species, all of which were new to science. One is a ghost shark species, Chimera, that was now makes it the 3rd new species of ghost shark to be discovered just from the Galapagos Islands and appears to be endemic. Also discovered was a new species of long-nosed skate, Dipterus species, a new species of long-nosed skate, never seen before. The skates are one of the largest groups of chondrichthyans, which includes the sharks, rays, and ghost sharks, with over 300 species. They represent 40% of all known rays and nearly a quarter of all known sharks and ray species. This species was seen for the first time and was discovered in the Galapagos Islands. The rough shark is a small group of sharks with only 5 known species. This rough shark was discovered in the Galapagos Islands and represents only the 6th known species of the family. It is also described for the first time from the Eastern Pacific. The file-tailed cat shark, genus Parmaturus, a little-known deep-sea cat shark genus with only 7 species. This record here represents not only the first record of the genus from the Southeast Pacific, but also a new species for the genus. The saw-tailed cat shark, genus Galeus, is another new species of cat shark. This saw-tailed cat shark also represents the first record of this genus from the Southeastern Pacific. The discovery of these 10 lost shark species, just in Ecuadorian waters alone, highlights how much remains to be discovered and gives hope to the future of sharks and their relatives, and highlights how much there is still to be learned and to be discovered. 50 years since the movie Jaws premiered and inspired an entire generation of shark researchers, the Jaws generation has been inspiring and mentoring the next generation of shark researchers, conservationists, and educators. It is hard to overstate the importance that Jaws played in bringing shark research to the forefront over the past 50 years. But from my perspective, it was the movie that really brought attention to sharks. And despite the more publicized negative aspects, it was Jaws that brought sharks from out of the shadows and into the public light of consciousness. Without Peter Benchley's timely book and Steven Spielberg's exceptionally well-made blockbuster movie, shark research, education, and conservation may never have come to the forefront. And the vast majority of sharks would still remain lost to the public's conscience, with many suffering dire consequences.
Hey guys, it's Jillian, founder and president of Sharks for Kids.
Peck here.
Hi everyone, Rachel Aitchison here, and I am so stoked to be celebrating the 50th anniversary of Jaws.
Hey everyone, Alex McInturf here with the Big Fish Lab.
Hey Dave and Andrew, Jesse Calesi here, producer and senior editor on Alien Sharks.
So yes, my first time watching Jaws was in a swimming pool at the YMCA when I was way too young to be watching that movie.
That most people who saw the movie ran out of the water. I ran in. I was definitely excited about sharks even from a very, very young age.
Jaws was a cultural phenomenon that I think, for better or for worse, really launched sharks into the public mind.
I do remember seeing the movie for the first time though and thinking this is really fake, and I'm not totally sure how this is so scary to people.
My being a fan of Shark Week and the fact that Shark Week exists and that I have a job working for Shark Week happened because Jaws happened.
So, did we find all the sharks? Probably not, considering we just discovered 10 new species in the Galapagos alone. But that just makes you wonder, how many species are still out there that are just waiting to surprise us? And that is for my generation to find out.